Hi everyone, my name is Beth Hathoot. I'm the lead instructor here at Notary Stars. I have the absolute honor to be joined by one of the newest certified notary signing professionals, Miss Monica Wharton. She just passed our CNSP exam that will open so many doors for her career. This interview is so that you can get to know her a little better. Monica, take just a couple of minutes and introduce yourself. Tell us what part of the country you're in, and then I'm going to start asking you some really tough questions.
Okay. Well, I'm Monica Wharton. I live in California. We call it Northern California. It's in the beautiful foothills north of Sacramento, uh, Newcastle, Auburn area, if anybody's familiar.
So Northern California.
Northern California, yeah.
Okay. And you had told me earlier it's kind of rural for you,
It's
right?
very rural. We live on property. We have 2 goats, so it's very rural. Most of the places that I go are country, windy roads. I'm kind of used to navigating those, luckily. But sometimes it's a challenge finding a home that has a windy, long driveway or no, lighting at night, etc. But yeah, I love it here. It's a good area.
That's when you need one of those really high-powered, 1,000 lumen flashlights where you can see 2 miles down the road, right?
Yeah, I always keep a flashlight with me. Yeah.
So let's talk about how you got started in this business. So looking back to when you first started your journey, what was the spark that made you decide to pursue becoming a notary and then a notary signing agent?
Yeah, I worked an 8 to 5 job for more than 30 years, sitting at a desk, and suddenly the company laid me off. But I was pretty close to deciding I was going to retire that same year in 24, but it was a little earlier than I expected. So I lost my job, and I knew that I didn't have I'm not the type of person that can sit around at home and find a project or do jigsaw puzzles all the time. I knew that I needed something more. So I happen to be related to my sister and her husband. They have a signing agency. They have a signing service. And for years they said, Monica, you should do this. Monica, you should do this. Become a notary. So I went ahead, got my notary commission, and then I was like, okay, now what? And they weren't ready to hire me because they knew I didn't have the experience. But my daughter recommended Notary Stars because one of her, she happens to work for them. She's a scheduler. Anyway, she said, just do this Notary Stars for about 3 months and learn things. Watch the videos, and because she had a notary that recommended that would be a good way to get started as a signing agent. And so I said, okay, well, that was about a year and a half ago. And I left. I did not want to ever leave I'm still very, very involved with Notary Stars because I learn something every time I sit in on a Zoom or watch a video that has, information about what I'm doing every day. And it has been such a good feeling where you have other people that encourage you. You can ask questions and learn. And I love learning. So anyway, I made that transition, and now that's what I do.
Well, you have put in an incredible amount of work to get here. We've seen you in almost every class we offer since you became a member, just about.
I try.
So when you first started, did you realize how much there was to learn, or did the depth of the training surprise you once you got into the documents?
Yeah, I realized how little I knew when I first got my first assignment. And it was, honestly, I really had no idea what was involved, but it was so important to be able to learn. Every document is different and it has little quirks. And now I feel like, yep, this is the same thing we've done. I've done it enough times that I say, okay, I can do this. And it just you keep having that confidence because you've been trained right and you have the opportunity to ask questions, and you guys are great. I like when I have a question, signing an out-of-state document, for example. Beth, you have helped me with, questions about certificates and rules as far as that goes. It's so nice to have a resource. You can call them or you can text them or you can email them and you get a quick answer. I think I forgot the question. Did I answer it?
You did. You did. It just that learning curve, that depth of training that we were interested in you giving your feedback about whether you thought it was something. There's an old saying that says, "This job is so easy, a trained monkey can do it," and that's the way we were looked at in regard to assigning parties or sometimes attorneys. They did all the work. All we had to do was collect the signatures. But when you actually get into it and find out how much information there really is to know to be an excellent, stellar signing agent, it's can be a little overwhelming, I guess.
It is overwhelming, but I feel like it feels good when at the end of a signing, someone says to you, "Thank you, that was helpful. I liked how you explained things." And it just, you feel like you've done a service. And that's really what I like about it.
That's perfect. So that confidence shift, when you first started and you're going, "Oh, holy heck, I can't do this." We always say that education is about building confidence through knowledge, and we actually give you more information that you'll probably ever use at the table. But it's that kind of back pocket knowledge that kind of bolsters you up to know that I know a lot about this, and if something comes up, I can at least pivot to some kind of solution that I'm comfortable with because I know so much more. So for you, at what point during your training did you feel that shift from being nervous to feeling like the professional in the room?
Yeah, I mean, it truly was the live training. I'd say, oh, I don't know, 6 months in, I was saying, yeah, I can do this. And just, I think, I don't know, I felt confidence because somehow you guys gave it to me. I felt like it wasn't impossible. Let me think about this a little bit. Definitely, I wasn't quite sure I was ready to take the exam, but then I thought, you know what? I'll just try it, and it did amaze me that I passed, and it was a decent score. And I'm kind of one of those overachievers in school. I always wanted to be the A student, and always wanted to please the teacher and all of that. I'm still the same way by nature. And so when I passed that, it really did make me feel like, okay, I know what I'm doing. And I felt like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
You sincerely do know what you're doing. That is not an easy exam to take. It is meant to be grueling. It is meant to be tough. And passing that's a pretty good feather in your cap. And in fact, we already know that using that as your banner in signing order, now all of these companies are searching for and filtering using that criteria for the Notary Stars certified notary signing professional. So you're going to rise to the top of the cream of the crop, right? And they're going to be able to see you because you have that certification. And that's a big deal for anybody who's looking at your video today, to know that you truly are the professional that they want to hire. So now that you're a certified notary signing professional, do you think the clients you meet with every day are going to feel and see your professionalism and expertise?
I think so. And I've already had people give me some positive reviews, and they use the word professionalism and good communicator and these things that, it's all a part of it. And I like talking to people. I like working with people. I feel like I have a good rapport with my signings in my signings with whoever it is. And I always leave with a good feeling. I feel like they appreciate what I've offered them and helped them with. It's basically helping them through something that's sometimes stressful. But yeah, I do feel that way.
That's perfect. And that kind of ability to feel like you're helping someone is
Hmm.
probably the overall reaching good feeling that you get. Even when you complete a loan signing, it's error-free. They've enjoyed your company.
Hmm.
They think you're professional. They know you're professional. They think you're knowledgeable. And you complete that successfully. It feels good to be able to say, I helped somebody through a very major milestone
Hmm.
in their life, financial or otherwise. It could be other types of documents, not just loan signings, but for
Right.
sure, those big ticket items when we talk about buying, selling, and refinancing homes as well.
Hmm.
So going forward, your vision, what's your primary focus for your business over the next year?
Well, I just launched my website, and so I'm anxious to see if that brings me other types of business besides loan signings.
There you go.
Um, I do, and thanks to you guys I bought my template through you guys and was trained on how to, create that website through you guys. Thank you. But I am also starting to look into estate planning. And so being able to handle those types of documents, just so I have a broader scope of things that I can do. So it's not just limited to one or the other. I mean, I think that I like I like loan signings, but I think I've also started doing some field inspections, which is kind of different.
That's true. Yep.
But just all the little things you can actually add so many things to just being a notary is just one little thing, but there are so many other opportunities out there. So I'm exploring those and hoping to expand. I'm not crazy about, I don't need to be crazy busy. I'm semi-retired. That's what I consider myself. So
You're
I don't have to do this full time.
unretired. You're one of the unretired. You
I
retired and
am.
unretired again. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
I feel
So
like I've recreated myself, and
there you
it
go.
sort of feels like, wow, I can do this. I still can learn something new at my age and excel and enjoy and feel like I'm doing something good. So that's
Yeah,
kind of what I see in myself.
that's perfect. That's really perfect. So one last question for you. The road ahead for students who currently are thinking about becoming a notary or a notary signing agent, or maybe they're already a notary and thinking about taking the CNSP exam, what piece of advice would you give to them to help them push through and do the good thing?
Well, the training is so essential. I mean, just get into Notary Stars, look at all the training modules, go through them as they're laid out, and then attend all the live sessions that you can. Tuesday with Kirsten for the notary training, your training on Wednesday for loan signing, and the Monday live mentorship. What is it called? MGM.
Uh-huh.
Um, all of those, they're so valuable. And you really feel like you're part of a community. You're not an island out there. That's kind of how I felt. I just felt like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? I'm all by myself. But then I joined you guys, and it ended up being something that didn't seem like a huge obstacle. So that really was important. Definitely getting into the training and taking notes and practicing and just going forward with each one of those trainings and participating, asking questions, and it's going to happen. Stick with it.
Well, that's perfect. I'm sure that we'll be sending some people your way to hold their hands. But really, we are really so proud to have you as part of our family at Notary Stars. Your growth is exactly why we do what we do. If you're watching this and you're ready to elevate your own career, head over to notarystars.com to get started. Monica, thank you so much for allowing us to do this little quick interview with you.
Thank you.
And we wish you all of the best
Thank
in furthering your career and taking it to exactly where you want to go. Thanks now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, friends.
Hola, amigos.
Are you ready to take your notary skills and business to the next level?
We can start from the beginning with setting up your notary business.
Or we could just jump right into perfecting your loan signing agent skills with over 30 different loan products.
And when you're ready to take on online notary,
We got you covered.
We can teach you how to market your notary business locally and nationally.
We're here for you every day, whether it be in live classes,
Or on our notary support line.
our goal is your success.
And if you cannot make it to our live classes or webinars, don't worry.
We record everything so it fits in your schedule.
Join us.
join the family.
Join the movement.
Expand your horizons.
Become a notary star.